Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have an incredible battle of rank. Alright, to start off, we have a tier 1 Dwalin versus a tier 3 Sauron, which is a very incredible thing to begin with. And we can see that there is a 7-level difference in commander level between the two sides, which is quite amazing. What kind of configuration is so powerful with level 37 Dwalin able to beat level 44 Sauron? Let's dig deeper into this wave of super god actions. Alright, to start off, let's take a look at the configuration of each commander. First of all, let's analyze the units of each commander. Dwalin has 2 tier 2 units and 1 tier 3 unit. Dwalin's highest attribute is Might, which increases the physical damage done to enemy units and commanders. The Heavy Axe Thrower, which is one of the most common dwarves, has raised Battler's Bane to level 5, causing damage to increase by 10%. And the Goat Rider is also the most common tier 2 unit. Mounted has also been upgraded to level 5, so damage received will be reduced by 5%. There is also a shielding class 3, the Guardian, which, though low in damage, is high in defense. A shielding class that's upgraded to level 7 with laceration to level 5 and heatproof skin to level 6, which gives the shielding class a lot more defense. Looking at the equipment, you can see that there are 2 refined and improved purple equipment and 2 improved gold equipment. It seems that the dwarves have drawn a lot of gold equipment. Yes, most of the equipment increases the physical damage and defense value, and also increases the commander's damage. Next up we have Sauron, who has the Alchemist with level 7 Fire of Orthanc. Wow, this damage increases by 255%. This will do a lot of damage for sure, and the punch is a big one. With the Morgul Arbalest with level 5 dual blows, level 5 Cunning gains a 75% chance of a follow-up attack with an additional 10% poison damage. In terms of equipment, there are also 2 gold and 2 purple, and these equipment are even 1 level better than Dwalin's equipment, mainly to increase Sauron's attack power and attack speed. Dwalin's talent mainly focuses on increasing skill damage and physical damage received, with Sauron's talent focusing on enhancing physical damage and enhancing damage received. Both of them increased their damage value, but Dwalin's damage was more skillful and could give full play to the advantages of his skills. Now let's take a look at the details of the battle. In terms of soldier damage, it is clear that Sauron's forces are an absolute dominance. Ahead of round 1, both sides are very actively training and preparing troops. The fierce round 1 begins, and Dwalin's chief army guardian began to hit back hard after suffering the 2,030 physical damage, losing 49 units. And the alchemist suffered more powerful physical damage, losing 112 units. Then we see a miracle scene. Dwalin's own ability, Men heals the 29 Guardian units and regains a lot of power. While Sauron's army, the Morgul Arbalest, won the battle, and the Guardian's physical damage received was not effective, losing 174 units in a few rounds. The Guardian continues to lose 155 units, and Dwalin's physical damage received continues to fail in this situation, leaving Dwalin at a disadvantage. In round 2, Sauron strikes first, then the Guardian hits the Alchemist with a heavy blow. Both sides continue to pull and fight. Alright, let's speed things up a little bit and see round 6. After Sauron's army has got a big bang, Dwalin's army used their command skill and talent to quickly regain their power. In round 7, Dwalin's army got a critical hit at the beginning of the round, and then in a series of outputs. Although Sauron intended to destroy Dwalin's focus, it did not have a particularly strong effect. Dwalin continued a series of critical blows, and the battle situation began to reverse. and the winning side gradually favored Dwalin. Round 8. Sauron's units are losing more and more, and there is really no way back to winning. And finally, Dwalin wins. As can be seen from the above combat details, in commander damage, Dwalin was a little stronger than Sauron, but it was obvious that Sauron had an absolute advantage in terms of military forces. Also, on damage received, it was clear that Dwalin's army has had more damage than Sauron's army, and because of this ability, it can quickly recover wounded soldiers and continue to fight Sauron. One of the main reasons Dwalin was able to defeat Sauron was that he had a superior number of soldiers, so that his combat value was equal to Sauron's. He was able to play a more defensive role, and he was able to withstand most of Sauron's attacks and win. So if we want to have a cool campaign, the first thing to do is to recruit as many pawns as possible and keep the maximum number of pawns as possible. And secondly, it is necessary to understand the commander's attributes first, and then lead the units related to the attributes in order to exert the maximum combat effectiveness. For example, Dwalin's attributes belong to the warrior type, and the damage and defense value will be relatively high. Therefore, it is necessary to match the army with strong defense capabilities and large damage value, so as to play to the advantages of Dwalin and obtain an army with stronger combat effectiveness. The third point is that the gold coins obtained from taxes can be used to upgrade the soldiers, which can greatly enhance the combat effectiveness of the soldiers. Number 4 is to match your commander's equipment, and according to the commander's attributes, the commander should be configured the equipment corresponding to these attributes. And that's all for today's analysis. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and see you next time.